Subscribe or they will haunt you. What has simultaneously gotten worse and more expensive? Cable television. More commercials. Channels upon channels of crap. Ridiculous bill. I swear that Reese's peanut butter cups have gotten shittier over the years. The peanut butter seems chalkier and the chocolate tastes blander. Plus I can't ever seem to pry them out of that little cup wrapper without leaving the bottom chocolate skin stuck to it. I think the push to put them in the freezer and eat them chilled is a ploy to cover the declining quality. Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know if it's just me, but their prices have gone up and the quality has gone down. As someone shopping for a house, I have to say homes. Not only has the real estate market been ridiculously inflated, especially in New York City, my residence, I'm finding that the actual quality of a lot of these homes are absolute shit. Due to the ability to find and source cheap materials and labor, developers are able to make huge profits off high prices and low costs. It's making me really rethink if I want to buy a house or just use all that money to aggressively invest. Smart is never been right since they got rid of all the artificial colors. Better for you, I'm sure, but chemical blue was the best flavor. Privacy and anonymity. People outside the UK probably won't care, but the Christmas tins of Quality Street scented candles. Yankee Candle in particular used to be the candle that was considered premium. But while they've never been cheap, at least a while ago it was worth the money. But now they are just exorbitant in price. They don't smell like they used to, and they are not worth the money. College tuition. When I hear college used to be paid with a summer job, my eyes get watery. I'm a college student. Photo booths. Oh, the old ones were so cool. 4 different real photos for $1. Dash. Now you pay $7 for 4 identical bad laser prints. All Cadbury's products. I remember the donuts at Dunkin' Donuts to be bigger and cheaper. Ice cream with fudge in it. Used to get massive slabs of fudge, now they just have tiny nuggets. Clothes. Even a sweater from the Gap is like $70 now, even though the quality is about 10% better than Old Navy. Goddammit clothes retailers, settle down or I will go naked. Edit. To the people suggesting thrift stores. I agree. It's thrilling to find something special and cheap. You wash it, you're good to go. Plus retail clothing is so effing expensive nowadays that I would rather someone else take the hit of driving it off the lot. I'm sure this will get overlooked, but KFC. I remember growing up a whole family could eat there and it was great. Now it's just garbage, super greasy, and will cost you an arm and a leg for a dang bucket of chicken. They have gotten way worse and the price has went up. New homes. Cookie cutter houses, built with cheap contractors who cut corners left and right, situated in neighborhoods with ever higher HOA fees. And the HOAs are getting more expensive too. Everything Nestle takes over. Certain house appliances. My grandma has had the same fridge for 40 years. My parents recently had to replace this. It's their third in 20 years. Face razors. They had it perfected with double-edged blades and a metal razor. Cheap and incredible shades. Modern plastic disposable razors are worse on your skin, give a worse shave, and grotesquely expensive. They are nothing more than monopolists controlling the availability and accessibility. When you go to the razor section at the store, you can only choose from their garbage. I give double-edged metal razors to men and women loved ones as gifts. And universally their minds are blown realizing how much better and less expensive they are. Ice cream containers that were originally 1/2 gallon have been shrinking. They went from 64 ounces to 56 ounces and now 48 ounces. Dash. But the price hasn't shrunk, it's been increasing steadily, and the quality often isn't as good as it used to be when containers were a true 1/2 gallon size of bags of chips. Disney theme parks. Speaking pre-covered world. They were better when you could do an entire park in a day, cost much less. Like $40 vs whatever the insane price is now, and they limited who could get in. Universal is the same way, specifically Halloween Horror Nights. It was $15 the first time I went. They capped how many tickets they sold, and you had time to do every house plus a couple of rides. It was my favorite and we would go every year. Now, it's like $70 for a ticket. You have to buy Fast Pass for another $30 or $40 just so you have a chance to do every house, because the lines can literally be hours long. Because they don't cap ticket sales, and they recycle the same houses, but pretend it's a new theme. It's so miserable we stopped going. There used to be this burger joint called Joe's Cab Block near me. Great place. I miss it so much. A few months before it closed down, I was there and the owner, Joe, was having a heated conversation with one of his suppliers on the phone. After he hung up, he looked over at me and just said, "Price goes up, quality goes down." It took me a while to realize that wasn't a whole supplier he was dealing with, just a fact of life. People like Joe can't tolerate that. That's why the truly great things never last. Only the mediocre things are able to endure long enough to degrade into the universally hated embodiment of entropy that the physical world allows for. Health insurance. Almost everything. Planned obsolescence and expediency has taken the place of quality and craftsmanship. Reese's peanut butter cups. Their big cup is basically the size of their original cup for double the price. Also, it tastes different. I remember as a kid the original peanut butter cups came in those 4 packs, and you could individually peel away the chocolate from the peanut butter. Like, part of the game for me was to try to peel back the chocolate so all I had was an intact peanut butter disc. Can't do that anymore. The chocolate is super thin and has no snap to it. It's just mush. Food unless you make it yourself. Even then ingredient quality is lacking, unless you're dropping way too much money. Any service ever. Not gonna lie. Modern business is based on a model of cutting costs. For me, the movie-going experience. Tickets have skyrocketed in price, so have snacks, drinks, etc. Then you get the pleasure of sitting through 30 minutes of ads and previews. Then the sound is usually fucked up and too loud or completely unbalanced. Typical incredibly loud action sequences, but you can't hear all f***ing mumbling actors. Eddie Redmayne. I've been to maybe 2 or 3 movies a year until COVID hit. Not sure I'll ever go back. This coming from an avid Apple user. Apple computers. I'd rather take 1 centimeter extra thickness and more ports than using a hub for everything. Coca-Cola. No real sugar, just HFCS. A shrinkflation has hit soda pretty hard. All candy kinda sucks more, and you get less. Toys. I have toys from 10 years ago that are still in great condition for a low price. But the toys I see on shelves nowadays look like crap and are hella expensive. Not to mention break within 5 minutes of use. Doesn't apply to Lego. Edit. Alright, I gotta mute this now cause my phone is blowing up. But it was nice to talk to all you guys. I'm glad we can all mostly agree on this. Second edit. Okay, I know it's mostly seen as cringy, but to the person who just gave me gold, thank you so much. I've never gotten a gold award before, so thank you. Life.